Well, hello, Libra. So, this is your love month, Sun, Moon, Rising, Libra, for middle of May ish to middle of June. God, I can't believe I'm saying that. I just used the word June. So, here we go. I'm using World of Vision. We're going to take a look at your current situation, past influence, present influence, negative, positive influences, what you don't see, challenge, future influence, and outcome. And I may um, clarify depending on the reading and the cards and all of those good things. Um, Again, I'm using World of Vision. I do personal readings. Link to my website is below. There's also a place where you can email me on my website. So if you have any questions about any of those offerings, that's there. So, a couple more shuffles. Okay, what does our Libra need to know about their love life? Is there something coming in? Is there something going away? What do we need to know? What does our Libra need to know? What does Libra need to know today? Okay, let's take a look at current situation. Oh, Five of Cups. Past influence. Seven of Pentacles, present influence. Three of Cups. Negative. These cards stick together. Page of Swords. Positive. Ace of Cups. Okay, what you don't see. Eight of Swords. Challenge. Temperance. Future influence. Knight of Coins. And outcome. Oh, yeah. These stick. And then I have a band-aid too. Okay, outcome, please. Grab that one. Ten of Wands. We'll talk more about that. So, okay, we have Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like you may have been expecting maybe a commitment. Now, the reason why I say that is we have Five of Cups in the current situation. So right now, your love life, you are disappointed with something. Something has really kind of gotten you hurt. You Things didn't happen the way you thought they would, or something got in the way. And the reason why I say this is probably a commitment is also we have the Ten of Pentacles or Seven of Pentacles in the past influence. So I feel like some seeds got planted, something got started in the past. And with our present influence being the Three of Cups, there was, I'm going to say, when I first saw this, I thought maybe you thought someone was stepping out on you because of the disappointment in your current situation, and the Three of Cups is a present influence. So I do feel like there's someone else in the picture, and this has you very disappointed. So, you went from planting these seeds with this person, and now you're unsure because you feel like there may be someone else. I'm going to say you feel like there may be someone else because I don't want to say there is yet. We'll see, but just with the other cards, I don't know that there is, or if there is, it's like fleeting. But so you're just in that position of just being unhappy, like things just didn't work out as you planned, and it sucks, and you're in that, just disappointed that you're not getting what you want out of this relationship right now. I do feel like you think there's someone there. So the negative influence is Page of Swords. And I'll be frank with you, what my first thought was when I saw this with the Three of Cups and the Five of Cups, you've been looking at their social media, or you've been stalking them to some degree or another. And I don't mean that in a weird sense, but you've been like curious and you've been looking into it, which has led you to believe that there's something else going on, that there's someone else. Maybe they're flirting with someone or being kind, or you've seen a lot of things going back and forth, that kind of thing. And I think that's why this is negative. It's coming up and saying, maybe take a step back from that situation a little bit, from spying. Or, instead of spy, ask. But if this is a brand new thing getting started, it's hard. You just don't know. And that's why we do the things and we look and see what they're doing and what they're up to. But I'd be careful a little bit about that, only because it's a negative influence. Because the positive influence is the Ace of Cups. So there is love there. There's definitely love there. And that's why I'm saying I don't know if that Three of Cups is real. Like, it may be just something you're thinking because you're seeing something that may or may not be there. Now, this may be on social media, it may be at work, but the Page of Swords kind of tells me you've been kind of watching them, and that's what you think's happening, is that they're with someone else or care about someone else or something to that degree. But this is telling me that there is love there. I mean, it's the Ace of Cups. So you have something new and good that has caring behind it, and it feels good overall. Because what you don't see is the Eight of Swords. So maybe, so I will say maybe this person is stuck in a relationship that they can't get out of for some reason. Because I feel like with the Ace of Cups, they care, but I feel like there is some kind of situation where maybe it's you. Maybe you can't get out of it, or they can't get out of it, but someone is stuck and you don't. I think it's them because you don't see it. You don't understand that they're trying to, but they can't right now for whatever reason. And people do have their reasons. And sometimes they're actually good reasons. They make sense. So I feel like that's what the situation is like they're just stuck, but you don't know. The challenge is temperance, and that's keeping your cool, I think. I think the challenge here is staying even with this. Don't go, one way or another. Don't assume, don't get mad, but at the same time, you could watch the other side of that emotion too. You don't have to be overly loving and overly caring too. Like, just stay even, stay cool, keep that super even emotional responses to this person right now. If you care about them, then know that you may not understand what's happening in their life right now. And they may not be telling you. Shame on them, but, and this could be that, it's a negative. I don't think you're getting the communication right yet. But there is, and it could be too that you could be the one stuck, because I'll tell you, with the outcome being the Ten of Wands, there is like a need to carry this stuff differently. But I feel like this relationship's going to work out. And I say that because too, the future influences the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles does bring good things. It just takes some time. So I think in the near future here, you're going to understand that this situation is just taking time, and you will need to be patient. And that's hard, especially if you care about somebody, or you want this, especially if you're like attracted to them and you really want this to work, because I feel like you were really hoping that this would be the one. And it could still be the one. But I would say keeping your cool might be really important, because the challenge is keeping your cool and keeping it, together, because you could get hurt and then say things maybe that you might regret later. So just remember that and keep an eye out for that. Your outcome is Ten of Wands. So I do feel like there is an ending here, and successful ending. but you are going to have to carry this weight differently. In other words, you are going to have to look at it differently or plan it differently. It's not happening quite the way you anticipate, but overall, in the end, it's happening. Um, Again, the 10 is not really a negative card as it is a much as a warning that you have been overwhelmed and you may just need to have a different perspective. You may just need to deal with it differently. The 10 of Wands to me is all about carrying the weight differently, whatever that looks like to you. So, because you're almost there. The 10, it's the 10. And the Wands have so much energy in them that to me, that's why the 10 is this tired, you're tired. And same with the 9. There's so much energy involved with those wands that it is so easy to get tired and burn out when there's that much energy. So in a way, your outcome is saying you're going to be at a point where you're going to need to either carry this differently or say goodbye to it. That's what I feel like, because I think there's things that you don't know with that 8 of Swords being hidden and what you don't see. So definitely you don't know everything that's happening there. And also, the thing is the positive influence is Ace of Cups, but there is going to be a weight with that Knight of Pentacles. It's about being patient and letting things grow slowly. And if you're not patient, that's where I think this comes in as the outcome too. Like if you're not being patient, you've got to learn how to be patient and let this unfold the way it needs to unfold. Because if you rush it or get over, emotional one way or another, it's not going to work out. Or you'll stress yourself out. Either or, it's just it's something that you really need to watch. So the situation can work out if you want it to. It's up to you. I think too, like, to be honest, if I were to just say, hey, you know what, cards, give us some advice here, because I mean, I'm thinking the advice is to have a conversation. Empress, I think that, yeah, keep nurturing the situation. Anything else for advice, please? The Devil. Sometimes I felt, so it is, maybe let go of the idea that you have of marriage or, oh, you don't have the Four of Pentacles. This Eight of Swords could be you, and the advice is let that go a little bit. Like find some way to get out of that stuck situation. There's some, and that could be it too. That you are so stuck on this one situation. This reading could go another direction with this advice coming out here. You may be so stuck on one thing that you're disappointed about that you're not seeing this new arrival of this positive Ace of Cups coming in. Overall, though, regardless, there is new love coming in because it's the positive influence. And I do feel like, with it, the Empress is to nurture yourself and take care of you before you worry about anything else. And I think that's the key with that slow-moving Knight, too. That there is something coming in, but the patience is hard, and that's where the Empress comes in too as advice. While this is taking its time, take care of yourself. Do something for you. Whatever it is. Start a good habit. Start, I don't know, an exercise program. Go get a facial and get your toes done. It's more than that though, because it's like it's going to take a bit. So what can you do regularly to take care of yourself? I think too, it's a reminder, because the current situation is the Five of Cups, that can lead to depression easily. And depression means that, yeah, even just getting a facial or getting our toes done, as far as female or anybody, like I know there's a lot of guys that like to get their feet massaged and get a pedicure, but taking care, doing something for you, whether it's, go explore, I don't know, something to get you out of that funk so that it doesn't lead to a depression type state. So anyway, There you have it, Libra. This is very interesting. No matter what is happening, there is love there because that's the positive influence. And I think the key to this reading, regardless if this is someone new or this same person, is keeping your cool a little bit. Don't over assume. That temperance card really says a lot about you may not know everything that's happening right now, so just kind of keep your cool a little bit. And things will work out. It just might be a little hard. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could get a lot of different things out of this reading the more I'm looking into it too. So this, for some people, this could be you going through a divorce too, where you were married and you had something planned, but there's something in the present that's got your attention, but you're stuck, which is what you don't see. But I'll stick with my original. Um, but it could be that way too. But whatever is happening is the Ace of Cups, regardless. There's new love coming in, whether it's I think it's them. I think it's the lack of communication. There's something happening here where um, you don't see the stuckness of it, and coming from that Page of Swords energy too, of kind of looking at what they're doing and watching them, and has led you to believe one thing or another. Um, I overall think things are going to come out good, um, but do take care of yourself in the meantime, because the devil energy too could mean that you could go down a rabbit hole. Um, if if when we're not in a happy place, which the Five of Cups is not a happy place, and you're not taking care of yourself, it could lead to bad behaviors. And so I think watch that as well. And I think that temperance says a lot. So Libra, I hope this resonated. There's a lot to this reading. If it was a personal reading, I would really dig in a lot, but this is general, so I want to keep it general. Um, there's a lot going on here. But take care of yourself, first and foremost. No matter what's happening, take care of you. Don't let yourself go down any rabbit holes. That Five of Cups could be a worrisome card. And advice is get help if you need it. Reach out to somebody if you need it, because we have to take that kind of thing very seriously. Don't let yourself get stuck in some kind of don't let yourself get stuck in a rabbit hole. Stay cool, because there is good stuff coming in. It's there. It's a positive influence. There's love for you. It's just slow. So take care. Have a beautiful day.